Yeah, welcome back to my channel. This is my first video that I'm making in the new year. I did put up a video for the new year, but it was made in 2020, but we are now in 2021. Anyway, January is the month for changes. So every January we've got New Year's resolutions. We think we're going to lose weight, we're going to get healthy, we're going to read more, we're going to exercise more, whatever it is that you've planned for the new year. I think in the way the world's been going, by the way, I think one of the most important things we can do in this new year is save. So my New Year's resolution is to save. For those who know me personally, they know that every year I do Veganuary. So every January I go vegan and I go dry January. But London's on lockdown. London's back on full lockdown. I don't know, we were at tier 4. Now we're like tier 1,000,000. Means no visits to anyone, no nothing, stay home, work from home if you can, and all of those things. So I think in times like these, we're tempted to spend a lot of money online. But I'm here to save you some money. It might not be on things like your personal stuff that you buy, but we'll save some money on books this year. And one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about saving money on books, there's a channel that I watch, and I was reading the comments. It's a booktube channel, by the way, and I was reading the comments, and in the comments these people were saying, oh, we don't buy books that are cheap, we only buy hardcover books, we spend hundreds, an American channel, hundreds of dollars on books every month. I don't think that's true. I think people will say things that are not true. And as the audience, we should really be frugal. We shouldn't, not because somebody's telling you to buy the latest book, doesn't mean that you should buy the latest books. There's millions and billions of books that's been printed, and you don't have to read them as soon as they're published and released. You can read them 3 years on, 4 years on, 5 years on. You cannot read them. So on my channel, I'm never going to tell you to buy the latest books. Books are quite expensive. So today we're going to talk about being frugal. This is Frugal 2021. We're saving, we are not overspending. So we're going to talk about ways to save on books. So basically, this book is about creative ways we can save. And all of these ways I've done myself. So I'm not, giving any advice that I've not taken myself. I've done this myself. And books can be quite expensive, ranging from $7.99 to $17.99. They can be quite pricey. So it's quite important for us to not overspend on books. So one of the things I used to do, I don't do this as much anymore, but when I was younger, I used to go to the library. So use the books in the library. These days they have less books and more videos, but you can request from the librarian, say one of my books, say you see I review this book and you like the book, you don't have to buy it. You can go down to the library, you can tell them, I'd like to get this book, and they'll order it in for you and give it to you on loan. So that's a no-brainer. We pay our tax, so we deserve a little something for free. So use the library, please use the library. And you can save on things like your Netflix and all of these things by just using the library. If there's a series that you want to watch, you can order it through the library. If there is anything on television, I don't have a television, so really I might not be the right person to tell you what's on television that you want to watch, but anything that you want to watch, you can go down to the library. For the people who live in America that watch me, I'm not sure how it works in America, but in the UK you can go to the library, and if they don't have it, you can request it in. Okay, so that's one way. Use the library, it's free. Don't follow others and think you need to buy everything. Okay, now this is my all-time favorite. Me and my mom were always at this one. Borrow a book. Now the last book I borrowed, I don't even have it here. last book I borrowed was from my mom. And it's called Mrs. Appleby's Academy. I can't remember who's the author. It was quite a good little book, actually. And when she loaned it to me in 2018, so summer 2018, she gave it to my niece and told my niece to tell me to read this book. Somebody gave it to her and it was good and I should read it. I actually didn't read it until 2019 because I was so busy. And when I read it, I'm like, Mom, can I keep this book? And she's like, no, you need to give me back my book. I like it, so return my book. But that's a good way. Borrowing books from friends and family, and book loans can be done online as well. Just ask your friends and family, have you read a book that you're interested in, that you think is a good book? Have you finished reading it? Can I borrow it? Actually, having said that, Mrs. Appleby's Academy is not the last book I borrowed. I borrowed this one. I forgot. From my friend, Jesus in Your Way. I'm actually starting this next. When I finish the one I'm reading, I'm going to start this next. I reviewed this on my channel where my friend read it and he spoke about how he felt about it and stuff like that. So now it's my turn. Borrow a book. That's free. Just look after it, because people don't like when you borrow their books and you don't return it in pristine condition. So just make sure if you borrow a book, then you return it in pristine condition. And this is tried and tested, and you can try, if it's a family member, you can try and steal the book. Don't return it. Just like, what book are you talking about? What book? And that's what I should have said to my mom when she's like, no, I want my book. I'd be like, what book? But yeah, so borrowing a book is like, don't listen to me, don't steal anyone's book. If they give it to you, that's a bonus, but if they don't, return it, okay, in pristine condition. And this is one that's more modern. Borrowing a book is never out of fashion for me because I like to save money. This book, this way, is more modern though. It's about downloading books. Now, I've got a Kindle. I don't have a physical Kindle, I've got a Kindle app. So I've got a Kindle app on my computer, on my tablet, and also on my phone. And what I do is, if there's books that somebody's recommended, I will go on the Kindle app and I will find it. And if it's for free, yay. If it's not for free, it will be probably £1 or 99 pence for something. If it's expensive, I'd rather buy the physical book if it's expensive. If there's a Kindle book, I used to have Barnes and Noble as well, but they were never in the UK and it was difficult to navigate their website. If it's a Kindle book, I would suggest that you, if it's more, I'd say if it's £5-6, I wouldn't buy it. Seriously, I don't think any digital book is worth over $4.99. Once it gets to $4.99, that's a cut off. I don't think it's worth more than that. However, having said that, the Kindle have over 800,000 free books. I've downloaded free cookbooks. I've downloaded art books because I'm into art. I've downloaded books and music because I like that. I've downloaded so many books with my Prime membership, and there's books that you can just download for free anyway. So there's loads of sites that you can download books for free. There's a site I used to go on, I can't remember the name of it now, but I'm sure you can Google like sites that you can download free books. So utilize that. Nobody gives anybody anything for free. So Amazon is 800,000 books for free on their Kindle app if you're a Prime member. So please do use that. Actually, one of the series that Amazon has is the Harry Potter series, and I'm gonna hang my head in shame. I've never read one. I've actually never read a Harry Potter book, and I think the reason is because I watch the films. When I watch a film, I find it very, very difficult to read the book. I think it's a spoiler. But having said that, maybe that's not true. Having said that, I read the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and I watched the film, and I liked them both. The film was quite accurate, actually. So, I don't know, but I've never read that. Maybe I should. Maybe I should make it one of my goals. I've got so many goals this year. Maybe not. maybe what I'll do is make it for a goal for 2022, because this year is fully booked. I'm busy with goals, and I'm going to meet all those goals. I have so what I do is I set 5-year plans. And when I set 5-year plans, I set mini plans, like 1-year plans to reach my 5-year plan goals. So this is my 5-year plan here. And for me to get here, I will set smaller goals and I work towards it. So, yeah, I'm busy. I don't want to read Harry Potter, that's why, actually. So, a next one that you can do, which I do with my friends who read, which is probably what I've done with this book, and the Jesus and Yahweh book, is you can swap books. So it's easy. I actually had a book swap group, believe it or not. About 8 years or 9 years ago, I had a book swap group at the job that I was at. So I used to work close to home, and I used to have a book swap group with the people at that job, where we'd bring in books and we'd swap with each other. Some people have the book swap groups on the internet. You can do so. This is COVID time. Anything you're doing can be done on the internet. But the only thing with a book swap group on the internet, you have to post it, and that might cost you a little bit. But if in normal times, when we get back to normal, I'm hoping that we do get back to normal very soon. I can't see us getting back to normal before the end of this year, though. So, having said that, for instance, let's say that we're normal, we're not in COVID times. You could have a group of 5-6 friends and you can swap books. You can say everybody bring 3 books, and then we look through them and see who likes what and stuff like that. And if 2 people like the same book, one, you can choose who reads it and then give it to the next person. So I used to do that a lot, and I used to read a lot of material that way and save a lot of money, because it's all about saving. Sometimes though, you find that if it's a bestseller like this one, I didn't do a book swap for this, I actually bought that. As you can see, buy one, get one half price. Frugal, you need to be frugal with your money. This one, if you've got a book swap, you might find that quite a few people will come with this one, because it's one of the popular ones. If that's the case, you might just ask them not to take a book that's too popular. It doesn't matter. There might be somebody in the group that hasn't read it and will enjoy it. And okay, now one of my prized possession, the other idea I'm going to give, one of my prized possession I actually got in that way, and it's go to the second-hand shop. Thrifting, thrift shop, charity shop, second-hand shop, whichever one you call it, they are a wealth of book. They just have so many books there. You go there and you can just get books for 50p. Well, that is showing having said you get books for 50p, I think I'm probably showing my age here, because I don't know if there's any books in the second-hand shop for 50p anymore. But when I was a youngster, there used to be books for 50 pence, but I'm not sure what's the price of books these days. I work so hard, I tend not to get the time to do things like that anymore, because where I would normally spend a Saturday going to the second-hand shop and looking through the books, I don't get a chance to do that. At one point in London, the second-hand shops had stopped taking books, and I think it's because people weren't reading. But now I pass a second-hand shop when I go to work, when I walk to the train station, and they have books in there, so they're back to having books. I'm guessing you can get one for £1, £2. It's less than £7, so you're still saving something. And it's just such a pleasure going through those books. I think I lost my train of thought there. I was saying that one of my prize books is the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and I got it from a second-hand shop, and I think I only paid 50 pence for it, but this was in 1998. This was in 1998. God, I'm showing my age. If any of you were born then, my niece certainly was. She'll let me know that she wasn't born then. So I bought it in 1998 in a second-hand shop, and it has all 3 books in the one book. So, you can save money in that way just by going to secondhand shops. And it's always good to go to secondhand shops. You find so much stuff for no money, you know, just so cheap. So try that. And it makes you feel like you're doing your bit for society as well when you're saving. It just makes you feel like, because books are made of trees, right? And if you can save a tree, you know, if I read this, you can, and I give it to a secondhand shop, you can go and save a tree and just rescue it. It's like getting a rescue dog or a rescue cat. Just go and rescue the book from a secondhand shop. And my final one, which is, it's not really one as such. It's just, don't buy a book if you don't have the money. If you can't afford it, don't listen to anyone on YouTube. Don't listen to anyone on Instagram. Don't listen to anyone anywhere. Listen to your bank account. And if you can't afford it, just don't buy it. It's really, really, really not worth getting in debt for entertainment, because in reality, a book is entertainment. I mean, I love books. I love looking at them and stuff like that. But it is entertainment, and you don't want to spend all your money on entertainment. So I hope you enjoyed my ways, my personal ways I've done all my life in saving when I'm purchasing books. And if you're not a reader and you can save in other ways, please do. Ask family members for things. Go to the secondhand shop. You know, just don't buy it if you don't need it. Don't buy anything that's going to sit and look at you. And ask friends. They might have something that can't fit them anymore, something that they don't use anymore. Just ask friends and family, you know, and take it that way. So thank you for watching. I hope you will try even one of my suggestions, because they do work. And thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe, and please leave any ways you save on books or anything else actually in the comment section. A friend of mine has asked me to talk about, because I think I told you guys I'm a nurse, and has asked me to talk about nursing things. The thing is, I wanted my channel to be about books, because it's just, my channel is really for me, for my enjoyment, my pleasure, and I like talking about books, but I think I will put some nursing things in there. So if you have any questions that you want to ask, any medical question and stuff like that, I won't make the answer very medical, because it's not this sort of channel, but I'll answer it as best as I can. And also another friend asked me about politics. Politics is no politics, no politics, no. This is a surefire way for everybody to be upset and get up in arms and stuff. So there will be no politics, but health, definitely, because that's my job. So if you have anything health-wise that you want me to probably talk about and stuff like that, then leave a comment below and I will discuss it in one of my videos. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe, and Happy New Year again.